Hello. Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Happy with Abby Reviews. This is going to be my review and recap for Chasing Dallas, season 4, episode number 6. As we last left off, DeAndre had been proven to be a liar and a manipulator, and so well, we're gonna see what happens next. Happy Good Friday, people. All right, in 3 days he rises. Hallelujah. Um, yeah, that's all I got for right now. We naked faced it today. It's a Friday. I'm procrastinating from actually doing my actual job. So you're gonna get this. You're gonna get Life's a Drag and Groaning Gospel today. So let's jump into the foolishness because this is the longest episode. So let's go. Okay, so we start off with Londi. Londi has stopped screaming at us long enough to talk about he's having a Taco Tuesday at his house and getting with his friends to update them on what's going on with him and his modeling career and all those good things. And he's a beard ambassador and another brand ambassador for something else. So he's doing some things and he's getting ready to do a sneaker ball and he's gonna have his mama come down and cater it. So all in all, he's moving and shaking, and we're finally getting to see exactly what he's doing. Um, then we go to Tedley. I had to think. Child. Tedley meets his best friend, and they talk. His best friend is glad he divorced the man because he never really liked the man, and he seems to approve of the new man in Tedley's life, and all of those good things. Um, they I'm gonna shut up because I'm leaving people friendship alone. It, it was almost a taint of he only want to see you so happy and doing so well, but not better than or as happy as he is and or is doing. But that could have just been the way the conversation was edited. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we are right now. It's still a hour left. Let's let us continue. Bully. So we with Trey Howard, and he's at a restaurant. He's supposed to be meeting with his daddy to discuss everything. Um, you see him praying, trying to get his mind right. Don't be upset. Just get your point across. Don't be yelling and rah 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 rah. The Lord answered that prayer because his daddy never showed up. And when he tried to call him to see, hey, where are you? His daddy sent him straight to voicemail. Now I got the sign in sheet for the field trip to go jump his daddy. If anybody would like to go with me, because nigga, the level everybody tried. Ooh, you know, I heard a lot of this 2 weeks ago when the last episode had aired, and it's like, oh, you grown, you should get over it, ba ba ba, all of these things. Like, what? No, don't get over it. No, feel your feelings. Do what you need to do. Knock that nigga teeth down his throat if that's what makes you feel better. You didn't ask to be that man's child. Just because this would get me, this would kill me. It's not that this nigga is not capable of being a responsible adult and a parent, because clearly he's doing it with another child right now. It's the fact that he chose not to do it. Child, I say you fight him. I need him to understand the emotional distress and the amount of pain and trauma that you have placed upon me as a person. I hurt, so I feel like you need to hurt. Don't listen to me because I choose violence. But I'm just saying. Before my father healed the damage that he did to me, punched him in the face, broke his glasses. So I just that's a story time for another day. Let's get back to the episode. We having technical difficulties, but I refuse to be deterred. So we are with Keyshawn, and Keyshawn is going on a podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast now, but I know Mookie and Janelle are the hosts. Shout out to Mookie and Janelle. Uh, so, they're talking to him about the fashions and him coming to Dallas and all those good things. Of course, they ask a loaded question: who has the best fashion? Who he says is Trey Howard, and who needs help? Who he doesn't really call a name, even though in his confessionals, the things that he says leads me to believe he talking about Joan Jett. But okay, we know they had a little friction, so I get it. I get it. Not a problem. Understandable. Understandable. And so that went very well. And so then we go to Robert Ray. And Robert Ray's gay mama is coming by. He made her some press on nails through his business Pressed, which is where he does the press on nails. And I'm going to have to press by Robert Ray. I'm going to have to get me some. I feel like I'm going to have to get me a pair. And he made a blue pair and a red pair for his mama. And then she was just checking in with him. And, she asked him how he was doing and everything. And he tried to go into the thing with Dior, and his mama cut him off the track. She's like, I don't want to hear that shit. That's my brother. You my son. Y'all need to get it together and act like y'all got some damn sense. So she just put her foot down and it was like, y'all need to work it out, whatever the fuck it is, because y'all family, and that's what family does. And then she asked Robert Ray about his actual his actual sibling, his actual brother, who apparently was just sentenced to 15 years. And Robert Ray is rightfully in his feelings about that. He's like, I miss my brother. He gonna be gone for a long time, and I just gotta hold it down until he gets out. Which, when he starts to tear up a little bit, and it's hard. It's hard when you go in for a while because your family has to do the time with you. You're never doing the time by yourself. Your family is doing the time with you. And so, we just pray that the time moves swiftly, that he doesn't become institutionalized, hurt, harm, or danger falls on him, and those type, and he comes out better on the other side. And that's all we can do. But yeah, that's how that portion ended. We moving on to the next. I just trying to make sure that I get all of my thoughts out while I'm thoughting them. Because otherwise, child, y'all know I'm old. I be done forget what the hell I done said. And not 30 minutes dedicated to a whole ass Kiki ball. Jesus Christ. Not 30 whole damn minutes for this Kiki ball. And okay, hold on. Let me rewind. Because before we got to the Kiki ball, we was with Dior, and Dior had a client who flew in from Orlando for him to do her hair, because he's just that good at doing hair. Um, the wig was laid. I did not particularly care for the color up against baby girl's skin tone, but the wig was laid appropriately. Wine curls was popping. Hair was bouncing and bouncing when she flounced out that door. I do know that she felt like $1,000,000. And really, that's all that matters. Um, so we get to the chasing forever Kiki ball. I feel like I'm real close up in y'all face. Y'all gonna have to live with it. So we at the Kiki ball, and the houses is divided. The teams is divided into two houses, and they have to make up a chant. They had all of this information from before, right? So they could have it ready. So it was House of Birkin, and then it was House of Murakami. And Trey Howard gave us a history fashion lesson about the Mr. Murakami, who did the Louis Vuitton bag that had all the colors, that had the rainbow colors on it, the prism print. Louis Vuitton. That's where he got that name. He's a Japanese um, artist. I know that's not the right word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, so they go through all of these different categories. There was a realness. There was um, just a fashion walk, I think, and that was funny because first of all, DeAndre was there and he was not being an asshole. So you know what? Kudos to DeAndre. But DeAndre got up there and he had on one outfit and he got to the top of the runway. Runway, that's what it was. He got to the top of the runway and had them up. It was the transition could have been smoother. They were supposed to rip the shirt and the pants off of him and he was in a different outfit. And if the transition had been more seamless, he probably would have took the category. But he was walking against Dior, and that's what Dior does. Dior is fashion. Dior is the walk. You really wouldn't. You would have had to do something spectacular. But if that transition had been seamless, where they just and all his and he was just in a different outfit, that would have gagged the girls, and you probably would have won that category. There was a commentator. I'm going to talk about what I remember because you know I'm old and I don't remember much, even though I just finished watching it. There was a commentating category between Kesey and Keyshawn. Kesey won. I appreciated his commentariness. Uh, During the walk off between DeAndre and Dior, why did DeAndre start voguing? Baby, this is a runway category. This is not you. You're not supposed. That's not how he was gonna win by any means necessary. I'm not necessarily mad at that either. Um, they had Sex Siren with Trey Howard and Baby Astro, and that's all I have to say about that. That is all I have to. That's all I have to say about that. Um, let's see. Then they walked realness at the end, and Keyshawn and Lon D walked realness, and Keyshawn won. I don't understand. But the way they explained, Robert Ray said he wasn't gonna vote. He was just gonna do whatever Kiki said, because whoever won that category won the whole thing. So, um, they gave it to Keyshawn, and let me tell you, there was a reasoning behind it, because they said that Lon D was just being himself. He no artifice, no nothing. He wasn't doing anything. He was just embodying himself to who he is 24/7. And Keyshawn actually had to put on the trade persona because that's not who he is. On a day-to-day basis, he's very much butch queen, very femme, that type of thing. And so for him, oh, I don't feel good. For him to put on that persona, so they gave it to him. Trey Howard was mad uh, because he was the overall, because his House of Murakami didn't win. And I thought the chants were cute. I thought everybody was friendly, even though there's still a little cattiness between Robert Ray and Dior and Trey Howard. And listen, I don't even know. But I thought it was super cute. I thought it was a good time. I enjoyed it. That's how the episode ended. Tell me what your thoughts of the Kiki Ball was. We also got a little lesson from Kiki about the statuses, about legendary status and star. So legendary means you've been in it for over 5 years and you've won a lot of categories and stuff. Status means you're up and coming 3 to 5 years. You've been in the scene and you're on your way to becoming a legend. And star is you new, fresh off the block. So I would pass that on. Hopefully that terminology is correct. I think that's what I remember from what she said. But yeah, that's how the episode ended. This was cute. Wasn't a whole bunch of dramatizations. This time nobody got their hands put on them. But I'm sure that's not gonna last for long. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kid. I will catch y'all in a few minutes for Grown and Gospel. Peace out.